Okay, so something else I thought might be useful for you to know, important, imperative, choose your word, is the way these lights are set up in here. I'm going to demonstrate to you at home other ways of setting lights up in that we use light stands. We don't use light stands here anymore simply because it became a little bit too risky with all the people that were in and out of here. With respect to the lights and people tripping, to have light stands set up, taking up space on the floor and getting knocked over and lights damaged, people damaged, and so on. So the school installed this grid system that is a very good idea in many environments. In this environment, I'm not crazy about it. Because generally you want a lot of height in your studio so that you can shoot photography and or videography, because the most natural direction for light to come from is above, and this kind of uses up a lot of it. The height of that softbox is about 6 inches below its maximum height on that setup there. So as you can see, the subject would sit there. If you have a subject standing up, the light is pretty much straight into their face, and that's not generally a good way to light things, other than for creative, dramatic type shots. So yeah, the grid system's good for maintaining the lights and the studio in good condition. Not so great if you want a little bit more flexibility with where to position your lights. Having said that, I did demonstrate the raising and lowering of this. You hold the bracket here, raise it up, pull it down, turn, release this, turn the unit. Oops, I got off focus there. On the side of the light, you would release this while holding it with the other hand, and then you would bank it up and down, and it would actually move in this bracket here. Okay, I'll maybe in the other video where I'm going to demonstrate something else, I'll show you that. The other thing you can do with this is these lights are able to slide across on this beam up here. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can see that. And then that beam can also be moved back and forth. Unfortunately, due to the limitations of space and the size of the studio and number of lights we need, this system is designed for a somewhat bigger studio. We have 2 lights on there. So when you move this light over here, you're gonna move that one as well. Okay, so you kind of need to work with other people when you're in the studio and have them keep things in position for you. But beyond that, yeah, you're just gonna have to be adjusting stuff a lot to keep things kind of aligned the way you want them to. All right, so these 2 lights back here are generally used to light the background or provide a hair light. And then the 2 lights at the front are generally used as your main and fill lights, okay? You can change that up a little bit if you decide to use a reflector for your fill, but that's entirely up to you. Obviously the reflector is not going to give you as much kick into that shadow side, but again, it depends on what you're going for. All right, so there's 4 lights in here in each studio that you can use to shoot people with. Product studio is a little different. It has a different setup, and later in the semester we will probably look at that. You could shoot product or people in this studio. It's just not really set up for it. You need a surface in here. You'd also, with the product, probably want to use a smaller background. These are 9-foot backgrounds. We have little 4.5-foot backgrounds that are better for product. When you try and use these 9-footers for product, it tends to give you issues like the ends of the seamless fall off the side and get damaged. This is a consumable, this seamless, so you will eventually wear each section of it out and cut it off and continue with the next part of it. but you tend to like to get as much life out of it as possible, owing to the fact that you have to pay for Seamless and you have to replace it on a regular basis. So if you can help it survive a little longer, obviously that's good for your bank book. At any rate, I hope that gives you a bit of an idea of what you're going to be doing in here. I'll tell actually one more thing. No, I'll leave it for the next video. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to sign off on this video, and the next one will demonstrate the difference in the light with respect to hard and soft light from the softbox. Thanks.